Station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Ahead of 9, bond denied for a man charged in the murder of a 10-year-old girl on Mother's Day. What court documents were revealing about the night of the tragedy and Ariana Davis's alleged killer.
And the Prince George's County Council takes heat after denying a pregnant councilwoman the right to vote from home.
Either you stand for and with women, you stand for maternal health, or you don't.
Could the council be walking back on their decision?
High pressure is taking over the region where we're seeing clear skies and lovely conditions across the DMV. We do have a coastal storm that I am watching and will bring rain to the region. I'll show you when coming up.
And raising the minimum wage for tipped workers in Maryland's largest county. We're live in Bethesda with how a new proposal could impact the restaurant industry.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Flanagan. Well, tonight we're learning more about the 19-year-old arrested and charged in the murder of 10-year-old Ariana Davis. Davis was shot and killed in D.C. on Mother's Day. Today, her suspected killer appeared in court. Our Max Marcilla joins us live in our newsroom with the latest information. And Max, a 45-page affidavit goes into great detail about what happened.
It's a really in-depth document. It goes into basically everything that happened before and, of course, during and then after the alleged homicide. Now, as for what happened today in court, well, Karan Gregory, his bond was denied. He's still behind bars, and we've learned a lot of new information. It was on Mother's Day when 10-year-old Ariana Davis was shot and killed after being caught in the crossfire. Court records say in a 15-second span, more than 50 rounds were fired near the Mayfair Paradise Apartments on Hay Street Northeast. The documents reference interviews with one of Davis's family members. They say they were driving on Hay Street when the car in front of them came to an abrupt stop. Then 2 or 3 people exited and started firing shots. They did not realize the 10-year-old was hit until they heard a younger child say, "Ari, don't die." She died days later. The affidavit gives a timeline of the entire evening, including how the suspects are accused of setting the car used in the homicide on fire in Prince George's County. That car was allegedly carjacked in the district a month earlier. The documents also detail Gregory's arrest and how investigators found several firearms, including some equipped with an attachment to modify the gun from semi-automatic to fully automatic in his bedroom. Ballistics investigations cited in the affidavit indicate casings found on the scene of the Mother's Day homicide match casings found at a number of other crimes in the district, including another homicide. Documents also say that Gregory waived his rights and chose to speak with police after his arrest, though he refused to answer questions about whether the guns found belonged to him. He also denied having any involvement in the murder. He's due back in court on the 28th of this month. Meanwhile, police are still looking for additional people that may have been involved in the killing of Ariana Davis, and they say there is a reward of up to $25,000 for information that leads to an arrest.
All right, Max, thank you. And developing tonight, the district is one step closer to revitalizing the old RFK Stadium site. And today, a congressional committee met for the first of 2 hearings aimed at giving the district the go-ahead to flip the site. Reporter Mariel Carbone is live from the fields at RFK campus in Northeast D.C. And Mariel, if approved, this could give the district some bargaining power to lure the Commanders back to D.C.
Yeah, that's right, Tasmeen, because the Commanders, they've really been a big part of all of these discussions because the plans could include a new NFL stadium. But district leaders say it's so much bigger than just that. They're calling the legislation monumental, with the power to transform recreation, expanding sites like this one here in the district for years to come.
There's so much potential for this area.
Dominic Campbell has some big ideas for what could be at the old RFK Stadium site.
Seeing the Commanders back, seeing more soccer fields would be great.
And it all could happen.
So if you look at it now, it's really just a sea of asphalt.
Tuesday, D.C.'s Delano Hunter testified in front of the House Committee on Natural Resources. It's the first step in passing the RFK Stadium Campus Revitalization Act, opening the door for the district to build a mixed-use development on the RFK site.
This site is 100 190 acres, and it provides a great opportunity to activate it for all district residents, in addition to the potential for professional sports.
Hunter says development plans include affordable housing, more parks and rec space, like an Olympic-sized swimming pool and gymnastics facility, and potentially a new NFL stadium, luring the Commanders back to D.C.
The district does this sort of mixed use very well. Look no further than what the district has been able to do down at the wharf.
Still, some community members are skeptical it can all be done.
I just don't know how you would support 60, 70,000 people there for 8 or 10 weeks a year.
Parents like Heather Lytle worry about how a Commander's return could infringe on existing and possibly expanding the fields at RFK campus.
I think our fear is they're going to take these fields out because it's hard for me to believe that they don't need parking space and other space for an NFL-sized stadium.
Now, tomorrow, the committee will do the bill, and Representative Comer, who is the one that sponsored it, says that he's hoping will pass out of committee, Chris and Thasmin, with a potential government shutdown looming. It's unclear how long it could take for all of this to fully get in front of both sides and get a vote through Congress. Reporting live from RFK campus, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Marielle, thank you. Meanwhile, the Commanders will be back at home this Sunday playing against the Bills. And get this, that game, it's already sold out. Now, you probably remember the first home game was sold out as well after Josh Harris's ownership group bought the team from Dan Snyder's this summer.
Yeah, the Commanders perfect so far, just like the weather so far this week. Let's get a first check in the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb.
Even better, Janessa, tomorrow's your pick day of the week.
Yeah, we have this high pressure. It's really in West Virginia right now. And so if you think our city looks lovely, it's going to continue to get better and better. Let me get out of the way so you can get a clear shot of the DC metro area. Man, clear skies. There will be a little bit of fog that's going to develop, but look at this high, West Virginia right now. What's going to happen, it will slide over into the metro area and stall out tomorrow. And so there is going to be a little bit of a wind flow. However, mostly sunny skies, wall-to-wall sunshine, zero concerns, and enjoy the last couple of days of summer here as we go into fall on Saturday. It happens overnight, 2:50 a.m. And really with the fall season, we start to lose daylight. That's the only kind of downfall here. The shorter days, they are definitely ahead of us, really, but the crisp air is going to stay in place, and that's what you're seeing exactly right now. Luray into Woodstock, upper 50s to lower 60s. If you're across southern Maryland, 59 right now for Waldorf, under clear sky, 61 for Frederick, Maryland. I think tonight, if you want to really get by the fire, we'll see temperatures into the lower 50s, upper 50s, the farther you go into Prince George's County, into Montgomery as well. Very comfortable weather here for the next 2 days before this coastal low. It starts to develop and then widespread rain reappears across our region. When does that happen and how much rainfall are we expecting? We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
Vanessa, thank you. And developing now, Montgomery County is considering raising the minimum wage for tipped workers.
Yeah, while many customers and servers are in favor, many owners say it will burden their bottom line. Our Danielle Hamburg joining us live tonight in Bethesda with how this proposal could affect the restaurant industry. And Danielle, this could raise wages for nearly 15,000 tipped workers in the county.
Yeah, Chris, right now the tip minimum wage is only $4 an hour, so servers rely on customers to pay them in tips. Well, now owners of restaurants are required to make up that difference if they don't get that minimum wage, but Councilmember Will Jawando says that doesn't always happen.
According to surveys, more than a third of workers said their tips did not bring their wages up to the minimum wage.
That's why Councilmember Will Jawando has introduced a bill to get rid of the tip minimum wage gradually over the next several years.
Sometimes you get good tips, sometimes you don't. I feel like that was going to bring more stability into their lives, which is something that this industry has really suffered from since the pandemic.
Salim Salifu, manager of Planta in Bethesda, thinks a wage increase is a good move. So do his customers.
You have to invest in what you believe in. So if you believe in the product that you're selling, you'll make the money, you'll do the investment, and it will pay off in the end.
After Initiative 82 passed in D.C. raising the tip minimum wage, many restaurants tacked on service fees, confusing customers. Are they willing to pay more?
I think it depends on what the service fee is and who is to benefit from that. Is it the restaurant and the owners?
The Restaurant Association of Maryland strongly opposes the legislation, saying server earnings would significantly decrease because of service charges to cover higher labor costs, adding customers are unlikely to tip on top of service charges.
Our council attorney on a separate bill, because it's not germane to this bill, to introduce that would provide for transparency for these fees.
Now, if passed, the minimum wage for tip workers would increase by $2 every year starting July 1st of next year until it's completely phased out by 2028. A public hearing is scheduled for October 10th. We're live in Bethesda. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, thank you. Well, similar conversations are playing out at the national level. Today, restaurant workers from across the country rallied on Capitol Hill. They want lawmakers to raise the federal minimum wage for tipped workers. We'll hear from some of them coming up in our next half hour. And staying in D.C., all is clear after a suspicious truck triggered an evacuation of the U.S. Capitol Police headquarters. Police say the driver approached the building today with a suitcase in the truck's flatbed. The driver was interviewed as K-9s swept the truck and officers x-rayed the suitcase. Police determined no dangerous materials were found inside.
And Loudoun County authorities are asking witnesses of a serious Monday night crash to come forward. Now, that crash happened just before 7 p.m. on Route 28 southbound near Sterling Boulevard. Firefighters say 4 people were taken to the hospital after a Nissan driver crashed into a car in a semi-truck, causing the semi to overturn and catch fire. You're seeing it right there on your screen. The 18-year-old Nissan driver is facing charges. Anyone who witnessed a crash is asked to get in touch with the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office.
Well, D.C.'s electric bike rebate program is taking off. Council voted to approve the Electric Bicycle Rebate Act today. Now, according to Councilwoman Janice Lewis-George, D.C. residents who buy an e-bike on or after October 1st will be able to apply for a rebate. Up to $2,000 will be covered for D.C. residents on public programs like SNAP and Alliance. Up to $1,000 will be covered for all other residents who apply. Now, the bill is likely to become law by December.